In today's video, I'm just going to go through how I have managed to make over £1,000. Hello everyone and welcome back to Retro Smash TV. My name's Chris. Thank you very much for joining me today. So if you are a new subscriber or a new viewer to this channel, let me tell you what it's all about. My name's Chris. I love collecting things. However, my collecting habits have got really out of hand, unsustainable, so I've decided to downsize. So I've just made a video because August I had a storming month on the reselling side. So just to give you a bit of a background, I do like to casually do a bit of reselling here and there. Most of the stuff that I pick up when I'm out and about in the car boot sales or on marketplace or the charity shops, I usually trade those in to CEX so I can get a bit of a CEX voucher that I can then purchase video games that I want to add to my collection. However, things have changed over the course of the last couple of weeks and months, and I've put a lot of my video games up for sale. So in today's video, I'm just going to go through how I have managed to make over £1,000 by selling unwanted items that I've picked up either at the car boot sale or they're in my house that are not wanted anymore, and I've sold them on Vinted. So there are a lot of selling apps out there, lots of different places you can that you can sell. My preferred choice is Vinted. I'll leave a link in the description to my shop. It's called Retro in the Corner. The reviews I get always, descriptions are on point, fast delivery, conditions always great, communication's always great. So guys, head over there if you want to pick up some video games. Check the reviews before if you want to buy something. I'm a genuine seller. I send it pretty much the same day you buy it, so it's out, because the sooner you get it, the sooner I can get my money. That's simple how I look at it. I don't wait 2-3 days to do that. So yeah, head over there, Retro in the Corner, link in the description. So yeah, August came about, and I picked up some really good stuff from the car boot sales that I managed to flip on very quickly. I also had some good Facebook marketplace pickups. So what I'll do is I'll just go through a couple of those. So I know some subscribers on here have bought from me as well. So again, I really do appreciate that, guys. So let's just go through a couple of the things that I've sold. So there was one weekend where I was just browsing, and I do this all the time. I'm always on Facebook Marketplace. I'm always looking for those cheap video games or electronics that people just want to move on, that they can't be bothered to go through the whole Vinted and the eBay, and they just want to get rid of it. That's where I come in. I come in and I check it out. If it's good, I'll buy it. If it's a quick flip, then I will put it onto my Vinted. I'll leave it a couple of days, and if it doesn't sell, it goes to CEX to trade in. That's my strategy. I don't want to hold on to things. I don't want my house looking like the back room of a charity shop. That's not me. That might be you. I haven't got the space. If it is you, good stuff. Like, whatever works for you, this just works for me. But I'm always looking for quick flips. I don't want to hold on to something that I'm going to be holding on for a while, because that's money that is not in my pocket, and that's what it's all about. So I picked up a Facebook Marketplace one weekend. It was a Saturday. It was 10-minute drive. It was a guitar for the Xbox One. It was Rock Band 4, and it also had the guitar. I paid just £15 for that. It just literally just went on. It said just listed. I drove there 10 minutes back, and I had the Xbox guitar. Immediately got home, I plugged it in, had a little rock out, discovered that I was actually really shit at it, and listed it on my Vinted. Within 10 minutes of me listing this guitar, it had sold for £80. So that is a huge profit for just a 10-minute drive. I went out, I bought it, played it, tested it, put it on, sold it, dispatched it. It was that easy. So that kick-started it, and I just thought, hold on a minute, I can start making some serious money here. And then the following weekend come about, and this was where I didn't do any filming because my microphone and the camera had just gone really wonky. And I went to the car boot sale and I found 2 Nintendo Switches. I asked the lady, how much do you want for these? She said, I really don't know because they don't work. And I said, oh, okay, well, I'm interested. Like, how much do you want? She said, you can have them for a fiver. I said, what, is that a fiver each? And she said, no, you can have them just for a fiver for both of them. I was like, happy days. I was not going to complain. I snapped those up really quickly. Walked around, make sure I was out of eyesight, opened it up, copy of Mario Odyssey in there. Put that on Vinted, that sold the same day. Within hours, that was gone. £18 that sold for. I then listed the 2 Nintendo Switches. Somebody did want them. I did reserve them, and then they blew me out, which from now I don't reserve any of my items purely because that matter. If I'm reserving, that means somebody else ain't buying. That is money that's not in my pocket. Sorry, guys. I just, that's my rule. I don't reserve. So I had to then relist it. A couple of days later, 2 separate people bought them for 30 and 35, I think. I'll put it up on the screen. So again, from my £5, I've sold the game. I've sold both of them. On the side, they had Joy-Cons as well. One of the Joy-Cons was traded into CEX last week that I managed to get my Beats headphones. The other one, which didn't work because the minus button wasn't working, that got put on as spares and repairs. That sold as well. So all in all, I've probably made from that £5 £100. So that's where things started really spiraling. And then I've been saying for a while, my collection's too big. I'm collecting for too much. It's unfeasible. So I've listed pretty much the entire collection, apart from Nintendo Switch, on my Vinted page, and a lot of it has sold. Sega Mega Drive games. I've still got Sega Mega Drive games for sale. So head on over to the shop. I've sold a couple of games to subscribers. Just to let you know, these games have been dispatched. I've sold Splatterhouse. I've sold DuckTales. I've sold Captain America. I've sold the Transformers game. I've sold the PlayStation 3 that I picked up from the car boot sale months ago when they scammed me, said it worked and it didn't. I still have the box, which is for sale. So guys, if you're after a PlayStation 3 box, it is here. Unfortunately, yesterday my son, and I mention him all the time, he's ripped a bit of the sticker off the box. So if anybody wants that box, £15, you can have it. We've also sold this, which I picked up last weekend when I was out with Retro Shiznik, aka Chris. Is this projector? They had other electronics, but this was £3. I took the gamble on this. It didn't have any of the power leads, but it did have the lead that goes in. This is the PlayStation and the PlayStation 2 lead. Tried it, couldn't get it to power on. Listed it as spares and repairs. It has sold for £15. Again, profit. So guys, I'm going to put up on screen all the stuff that I've sold in August. It is way over £1,000. It's like £1,200, but we're just talking about August because yesterday, we're now into September, I sold over £100 worth of stuff. Is this going to continue? Probably not, because once my collection's gone, it's gone. So let me just give you a couple of tips, right? People out there are lazy. Okay, that's the reason why they put the stuff out on the car boot sale, because they can't be bothered to go put it on eBay, wait around. They can't be bothered to package it up. They can't be bothered to walk to the post office. So that's where you come in. These are the people you want to be speaking to. Take it off their hands. You can then sell it. You can go to all that effort to earn your money. Make sure you're taking really good, clear photos. My photos aren't the best because I literally have to do it in between when my son's about. So otherwise the lighting's quite poor. Make sure you write descriptions. In my descriptions, I talk about the game, the condition, if it has a manual, if it doesn't have a manual, is it spares and repairs, have I tested it, those sort of things, because I don't want the person to get it and then they turn around and say, you didn't tell me there was a scratch on this, or you didn't tell me that there wasn't a manual. That's not the way I do business. It's not how I would like to buy it either. So make sure you're doing that. You can also use AI to write your descriptions as well. But most importantly, communication, be upfront and honest. If someone asks you a question, make sure you respond back with honesty, and dispatch time as well. Don't hold on to that stuff, because it's just going to take you longer to get that money. So yeah, how do I get hold of this stuff? I mentioned it: car boot sales, Facebook Marketplace, my own collection. I'm walking around my house and I'm going, right, I don't need that. Let's sell that. I don't need that. We didn't even use that. Let's sell that. We got a Facebook portal during lockdown. We used it twice. Hasn't been used since. For sale. It's infectious. In the house, my partner, she sells all my kids' old clothes on Vinted. Makes a lot of money from it, because people want to buy cheap stuff. We want to get rid of it, and it's money in our pocket. My daughter, who's almost 14 now, she wants stuff and she wants me to go out and get her the stuff. I said, no, you go and make your own money. I'll show you how. You go out to the car boot sales, you pick up stuff that you're interested in, that you know about. You can create your own Vinted page. So Vinted, I'm a massive fan of. I'm not a fan of eBay. eBay takes a cut of your money. I've put stuff on eBay before. People buy it and then they just don't pay. People also just don't look at your stuff because it's quite competitive. But another thing I will say is there are a lot of resellers like me on Vinted. They are going to lowball you, and they lowball me, but I'm not here for your profit. I'm here for my profit. Okay, I make no bones about that. I have 3 children. They come first, and it's my profit, not your profit. So my shop's aimed towards collectors like yourselves who are watching this, who appreciate good condition stuff, who are happy to pay that money. So guys, that has been how I've made £1,000 on Vinted. If you've enjoyed this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in another one.